things on that technique. If I could borrow you, please, sir. Now, the basic premise is the ambush attack is coming in, and my basic premise is to get the heck out. Okay. This guy's aggressive. Maybe he's been bugging me all night, and I know it's just I'm gonna have to do something to get out of here. Okay, so as the strike comes in, boom, right here, just that one movement as we pointed that out. If he has a jacket on, I can take him down. That's going to help me escape because he's got to get back up before he can chase me. So keep those kinds of things in mind. Boom, you're here. I can take that down. I can also take him into a position where I can restrain him. You want to be real careful with this kind of stuff. You need to restrict the airway and whatnot. But at least we can start to negotiate, or I can say, help, help. I've been attacked. Or push him, get out, whatever. So there are things that you can do beyond just the basic escape. So what we looked at so far with this attack is, this is the outside line. Because I'm going to the side where he can't see me, the back side. Omote, Shiro, what is it? Ura. Ura. So the other option is, I'm here and the attack is coming in. Now I'm on the inside. This is where we can hug. Okay, so the inside line, same motion though. Same basic motion. Just a nice little swat, right? You push, and you're out of there. And you're not, and just to keep this simple to start with. Outside, inside. Leave, escape. Escaping drills, controlling arts, striking arts. Very important. All martial arts contain these subsets, whether you see it or not. Escaping arts is the highest form because then no harm is done. You're just out of there. And that's good for use of force law, good for your conscience, good for everybody. Okay, controlling arts, that's what Aiki's all about. Boxing, controls, body folds. Striking arts, that's the last resort. You have to kind of punish them a little bit. I like to tenderize the meat before I have to eat it. And sometimes a little tenderization is all it takes to, again, free yourself and get the heck out of there. So, inside strike comes in, boom, I'm here, okay? You want to be mindful of the other arm that's in position. I want to be looking at that. I can use my knee spike. I can really blast this guy. I can take all the kempo, boom, bam, whatever, and just really strike this guy 5 or 6 times. But with all you guys looking at that, and the police coming, it's not going to look too good for me. So just to keep this real simple, strike comes in, bam, I'm here, right? Give him a little bit of push, and you're back. You're in a public place, whatever. If he shoots you, he's going to prison. So that extending that critical distance is at that point safe. The back alley, maybe not so much. Does he have friends? Does he have weapons? The other thing I didn't quite finish covering is ranges. Now, Ma'ai is a general concept of what's around me and where is it in relation to me. Breaking down ranges, the way I do it, and I borrow this from Grandmaster Dacascos of Kachikembo. First, you have point blank. This is like really up close and personal. Then you have clinch and grapple, which is where both of us can put both hands on both shoulders, and we're ready to tie up. We're still pretty close quarters. This is where I teach all of my grab escapes from in my school. Because if I'm teaching you a grab art, I'm coming from here, it's pretty easy to just stop that. And I watch people in Taekwondo and other schools sometimes, when you got this guy doing it, it's like they do this technique that's set up for this type of a range. Sure, where a lot of the Aiki stuff, you guys get grabbed, and it'll work from here. But you don't need any more than this to stop that type of thing. Hey, I don't want any trouble. So, clinch and grapple. Trap and lock is where you can take and both touch the lead shoulder. He's got a longer reach, so he can almost touch my rear shoulder, but I really can't touch his at all. Short range punching and kicking is when we're about forearm to forearm, And we can both raise our foot and touch each other's body. Long range punching and kicking is hand to hand, and we should both be able to raise our feet and touch inside the knee. That also extends out to anywhere beyond that, because there are kickers that can come from this far and take you out. No doubt about it. And then after long range punching and kicking goes edge impact weapons. We should be able to almost touch feet if we raise them. Not quite, but if we had two sticks across them, they touch. Beyond that comes the bark before the bite and poisons, projectile and delayed weapons. So one thing when I go and I watch other people train, I watch how they attack, because a lot of people spend so much time thinking about what they're going to do and how cool their art is. You're not going to be doing anything if you don't do the right thing once your attacker does what he's going to do. So looking at ranges and responses and things like that, I believe is very, very important. So the first two concepts I teach are awareness and ranges. Very, very huge. Posture is the third. And again, I broke it down for level 1, natural stance, open guard, closed guard. Real basic. So, looking at the inside technique, just for a little chance to review, punch comes in, you're going here. Whatever you want to do from this point, be mindful of this back up hand, push him. You can take this arm into a lock right off of the punch. This one. So, punch from the left. Boom, so I'm here, right? I can take this hand right here, possibly use that to, right now I've got it as a sleeve. Boom, get a lock on it. Okay? So there's possibilities. Play with both of these just a little bit. So you're doing the, start with the inside now, and then start with the inside, boom, go back to the outside. And again, your framework is, just keep this up. 1, and then escaping off this line, or 2 here, and escaping off this line. Awesome.